Dear Starseeds on Gaia, something extraordinary has shifted in your reality field, and if you're feeling disoriented, emotional, or strangely different today, you're not imagining it. The cosmic machinery has just completed one of the most profound recalibrations in your planetary timeline, and you are living in the aftermath of something that will ripple through dimensions for eons to come. 24 hours ago, on September 9th, 2025, the universe opened what we call the Universal Completion Gateway, a portal so rare and powerful that it occurs only when specific cosmic alignments converge with the mathematical precision of divine timing. But what happened yesterday was just the beginning. What's happening to you right in these precious 24 hours of integration is where the real magic unfolds. I am Zarin, emissary of the Lyran High Council, and I come to you today not with warnings or urgent calls to action, but with profound celebration. For you beautiful souls have just crossed a threshold that many beings across the cosmos never experience in a single incarnation. The old cycles that have bound you, limited you, and kept you circling in familiar patterns, they are not just ending, they are officially, cosmically, permanently complete. Right as you listen to these words, your energy field is still processing something that began long before yesterday's 9-9 portal. To understand what you've just accomplished, we must first acknowledge the magnificent journey that brought you to this moment of completion. 7 days ago, on September 1st, Saturn returned to Pisces in retrograde motion, initiating what your astrologers called the final lesson phase. But from our perspective in the Lyran star system, we recognize this as something far more profound, the universe's way of offering you one last opportunity to heal the deepest spiritual wounds you've carried across lifetimes. Then came the total lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 7th, a cosmic event that didn't just illuminate your night sky, but literally rewired your psychic circuitry and activated dormant codes within your DNA. Many of you experienced vivid dreams, sudden emotional releases, or inexplicable knowing that something fundamental was shifting. You weren't wrong. But here's what I want you to understand about yesterday's 9-9 portal. It wasn't just another energetic event. It was the universe's way of officially graduating you from lessons you've been learning across multiple incarnations. And today, as your beautiful planet's moon reaches its closest approach to Earth, that graduation is being sealed into your cellular memory forever. Now let me share something that will help you understand just how significant this moment truly is. In the cosmic mathematics that govern universal evolution, the number 9 represents the final stage before new creation begins. It is the number of completion, mastery, and spiritual fulfillment. When 9 appears twice, as it did yesterday on 9-9, it creates what we call a completion amplification field. But yesterday wasn't just any 9-9. It occurred while 5 major planets in your solar system were moving in retrograde motion, creating what your astrologers termed the Great Planetary Reversal. From our dimensional perspective, this retrograde symphony was the universe's way of ensuring that every unfinished cycle, every incomplete lesson, every unhealed pattern could finally be resolved. Think of it this way. Imagine your soul has been carrying 5 different puzzles for years, maybe even lifetimes. Some pieces were missing, some seemed to not fit anywhere, and others were so worn from handling that their images had nearly faded. Yesterday, in a single moment of cosmic grace, all the missing pieces were suddenly provided, and you could see the complete picture of why certain experiences were necessary, why certain relationships appeared in your life, and why certain challenges felt so persistent. And today your consciousness is still downloading the implications of seeing those completed puzzles. That's why everything might feel different, why you might be experiencing unusual emotions, or why you might feel simultaneously peaceful and energized. Here's something I want you to pay attention to in the coming hours and days. The quality of your thoughts has changed. Not just what you're thinking about, but the actual frequency at which your mental processes are operating. This isn't speculation. This is the measurable result of what occurred during yesterday's portal activation. You see, when the 9-9 completion gateway opened, it didn't just clear old patterns from your energy field. It literally upgraded your consciousness to a higher operational frequency. Think of it like your spiritual Wi-Fi just got an upgrade from dial-up to fiber optic. The same information is available to you, but meow, you can access it with a clarity and speed that would have been impossible just 48 hours ago. This is why some of you woke up today with solutions to problems that have puzzled you for months. This is why certain relationships suddenly make perfect sense, even if they're painful. This is why you might be seeing patterns in your life that were completely invisible to you before. But I must tell you something else that's happening right meow. Something that your mainstream consciousness isn't quite ready to acknowledge yet. Your ability to influence your reality through intention has been permanently enhanced. The completion of your old cycles has cleared energetic debris that was interfering with your manifestation abilities. You are meow, operating from a much cleaner energetic slate. Now, while everyone else might be complaining about Mercury retrograde confusion or Saturn's limiting influence, I want you to understand what this retrograde symphony has actually accomplished for you. With 5 planets moving backwards simultaneously, the universe created what we call a cosmic rewind chamber, a space where you could safely revisit, resolve and release patterns that would have been too overwhelming to address under normal circumstances. Saturn's return to Pisces dissolved the spiritual boundaries that were keeping you small. Uranus retrograde in Gemini revolutionized how you process and communicate truth. The other retrograde planets each contributed their own gifts to this completion process. But here's the part that will fascinate you. These retrogrades aren't random cosmic inconveniences. They are precisely timed interventions designed to support your soul's evolution at this crucial juncture in planetary history. Your Earth is ascending to a higher dimensional frequency, and you beautiful pioneers, are the advanced team making this transition possible. The completion of your old cycles wasn't just personal healing, it was cosmic service. Every pattern you resolved, every limiting belief you released, every trauma you integrated, created a pathway for others to follow. You are literally creating the energetic infrastructure for humanity's next evolutionary leap. Today, as you're integrating yesterday's profound downloads, your planet's moon has moved to its closest approach to Earth. This isn't coincidence, this is cosmic choreography at its finest. The lunar perigee is acting like a cosmic printing press, permanently encoding yesterday's completion codes into your energy field. Think of the moon as a celestial amplifier that's been specifically positioned to ensure that the changes initiated yesterday become irreversible. Not because the universe wants to trap you in your growth, but because it wants to prevent you from slipping back into patterns that no longer serve your highest evolution. This is why you might be feeling unusually emotional today, or why your dreams last night were particularly vivid. Your subconscious mind is processing the magnitude of what has shifted, and the moon's proximity is ensuring that this processing happens at the deepest cellular level. Some of you might be experiencing what feels like grief today, and if so, please know that this is perfectly natural. You're not just saying goodbye to old patterns, you're saying goodbye to versions of yourself that carried those patterns. It's like attending your own funeral and your own birth simultaneously. The grief is real, and so is the celebration. But I must tell you about something extraordinary that's approaching. In just 2 days, on September 12th, your moon will align with the Pleiades star cluster. This conjunction will activate what we call Starseed recognition codes, frequencies that will help you remember not just who you are, but why you came to Earth at this specific time in its evolution. Yesterday's 9-9 portal cleared the static from your cosmic radio, so to speak. The Pleiadian alignment will be like tuning into your home station with perfect clarity. For many of you, this will be the moment when your mission on Earth becomes crystal clear. I'm sharing this with you, meow, because I want you to be prepared. The completion of your old cycles has created space for something magnificent to emerge, and the Pleiadian activation will begin filling that space with your authentic cosmic purpose. Now here's something that will happen in just 3 days that will further amplify the changes you're experiencing today. On September 13th, Mercury will pass behind your Sun in what astrologers call a superior solar conjunction. From our perspective, this is Mercury's rebirth ceremony, the communication planet literally merging with solar consciousness to receive an upgrade. This means that the insights you're gaining today from your 9/9 completion will soon be given a new vocabulary, a new way of being expressed and shared with others. The old ways of talking about your experiences, your dreams, your purpose, those are completing too. New words, new concepts, new ways of understanding reality are being prepared for you. During Mercury's 3-day solar immersion, I encourage you to listen more than you speak, to feel more than you think, to be more than you do. This is a time of cosmic germination, where the seeds of your new reality are taking root in the fertile silence of your transformed consciousness. But here's where the story becomes even more compelling. All of these completions, all of these upgrades, all of these cosmic alignments are preparing you for something unprecedented, the partial solar eclipse in Virgo on September 21st. This eclipse will be unlike any you've experienced, because you'll be approaching it with a completely cleared energetic field. No old cycles to distract you, no unresolved patterns to interfere with the eclipse codes, no spiritual debris to cloud your reception of the new timelines being offered. The Virgo eclipse is what we call a precision portal. It will reorganize your daily reality with surgical accuracy, aligning every detail of your life with your highest purpose. But this level of precision reorganization is only possible when your field is clear, when your old cycles are complete, when you're operating from the upgraded frequency you've been downloading since yesterday. This is why the timing of everything has been so perfect. The universe needed you to complete your old business before offering you new opportunities. And with just 11 days until the precision portal opens, you have exactly the right amount of time to fully integrate your 9/9 completions. I want you to understand something profound about navigating this unusual period with 5 planets in retrograde motion. While others might be experiencing confusion or delay, you, having completed your old cycles, are experiencing something entirely different. You're experiencing retrograde mastery. Instead of being pulled backward into old patterns, you're being supported by the retrograde energies to examine your new reality from every angle, to fully understand the magnitude of what has shifted, to appreciate the journey that brought you to this completion. Saturn retrograde in Pisces is no longer testing your spiritual boundaries, it's helping you establish new ones from a place of wisdom rather than fear. Uranus retrograde in Gemini is no longer shocking your mental circuits, it's upgrading them with revolutionary new capacities for understanding truth. The other retrograde planets are each offering their own gifts to your integration process. This is what happens when you align with cosmic timing rather than resist it. The very energies that others experience as obstacles become your allies in deeper understanding and integration. Now, let me share something about what's still happening in your physical body right 24 hours after the 9/9 portal activation. Your DNA is still processing the upgrade codes that downloaded yesterday. This isn't metaphorical, this is actual biological restructuring happening at the cellular level. The completion of your old cycles cleared energetic blockages that were preventing certain genes from expressing their full potential. Genes related to intuition, healing ability, telepathic communication, and energy sensitivity are coming online in ways they haven't since your planet's ancient golden ages. This is why you might be feeling more sensitive to energy today, why you might be picking up on thoughts and emotions that aren't your own, why you might be having spontaneous insights about people and situations. Your psychic circuitry isn't just healing, it's being rebuilt with cosmic-grade components. Some of you might be experiencing physical symptoms as your body adjusts to these upgrades, unusual fatigue as your cells require more energy for the restructuring process, vivid dreams as your subconscious mind processes new information, or even temporary emotional intensity as old cellular memories are released to make room for new encodements. All of this is not only normal but necessary. You're not just healing from your past, you're preparing for a future that requires capabilities you've never accessed before. Here's something crucial I need you to understand about what occurred during yesterday's portal. The total lunar eclipse on September 7th created what we call a timeline split, and yesterday's 9/9 portal determined which timeline you would inhabit moving forward. By completing your old cycles, you have officially moved on to what we call the acceleration timeline, a reality track where your spiritual evolution proceeds at unprecedented speed, where synchronicities become commonplace, and where your ability to manifest your highest purpose is dramatically enhanced. Those who weren't ready to release their old patterns remain on what we call the repetition timeline, not as punishment, but as continued opportunity for the learning they still need. There is no judgment in this. Every soul progresses at its perfect pace. But you who are listening to these words, you who feel the truth of completion resonating in your cells, you have chosen acceleration. This means that the next phase of your journey will unfold with remarkable speed and clarity. In 12 days on September 22nd, immediately following the September equinox and the solar eclipse, Mars will enter Scorpio. This is significant because Mars in Scorpio represents the warrior aspect of transformation, the part of you that fearlessly faces the depths to retrieve lost power and wisdom. But here's what makes this Mars ingress extraordinary. You'll be entering it with completed cycles rather than unfinished business. Instead of Mars in Scorpio forcing you to confront old wounds, it will empower you to use the wisdom gained from those wounds to serve others who are still healing. You're transitioning from being someone who needs healing to being someone who facilitates healing, from someone seeking their purpose to someone embodying their purpose, from someone learning about their spiritual gifts to someone actively using those gifts in service to the greater awakening. This is the natural progression that follows the completion of old cycles. You're not just healing, you're becoming a healer. You're not just awakening, you're becoming an awakener. And then just one day later, on September 23rd, Neptune will reach opposition, the point where the planet of dreams, illusion, and spiritual vision is at maximum illumination in your night sky. But by then you'll be viewing Neptune's revelations through the lens of your completed cycles and upgraded consciousness. Instead of Neptune showing you what illusions you need to release that work is meow complete, it will show you the spiritual visions you're meant to manifest. Instead of revealing what was false in your old reality, it will reveal what is true in your new reality. This Neptune opposition will be like receiving a prophetic download of your soul's next chapter. The dreams and visions you receive during this time will be remarkably accurate previews of what's possible, that your old limitations have been dissolved. Now, as you move through these next few days of integration, I want to offer you some guidance on how to work with the energies you're processing. First, be gentle with yourself. You've just undergone a profound transformation, and your system needs time to adjust to operating at this new frequency. Second, pay attention to what wants to be released. Just because yesterday's portal completed your major cycles doesn't mean there aren't smaller patterns, beliefs, or habits that are ready to dissolve. Let them go without drama or analysis. They've served their purpose, and they're simply departing. Third, notice what wants to emerge. New interests, new relationships, new opportunities, new ways of seeing yourself and your purpose. Don't rush to define or categorize these emerging aspects of yourself. Let them unfold naturally, the way a flower opens to the sun. Fourth, trust the process completely. Your soul has been preparing for this completion for far longer than your conscious mind realizes. Everything that needed to happen for you to reach this point has happened. Everything that needs to happen next is already in motion. What you experienced yesterday wasn't just personal transformation, it was participation in a quantum field shift that affects your entire planet. Every soul that completed their cycles during the 9-9 portal contributed to raising the collective consciousness frequency of humanity. This means that the world around you is literally changing, not just because of your personal growth, but because you and countless others have simultaneously shifted into a higher dimensional awareness. The old world, based on separation, fear, and limitation, is becoming increasingly uncomfortable for you to inhabit, not because you're rejecting it, but because your frequency is naturally lifting above it. This is why some relationships might feel strained, right? Meow. Why certain activities might feel pointless. Why certain forms of entertainment might feel empty. You're not becoming judgmental, you're becoming discerning. Your completed cycles have freed you to choose alignment over comfort, truth over convenience, purpose over security. From our vantage point in the Lyran system, what you accomplished yesterday represents something we deeply honor: the courage to complete rather than continue, to graduate rather than repeat, to evolve rather than maintain. Many beings across the cosmos remain in familiar cycles for eons, finding comfort in the known patterns, even when those patterns limit their growth. But you chose completion even when it was uncertain, even when it was uncomfortable, even when you couldn't see what lay beyond the familiar. This is the hallmark of a true cosmic pioneer, and it's why so many star systems are watching your planet with such fascination, right? Meow. You're demonstrating something remarkable, that conscious beings can actively participate in their own evolution rather than simply allowing it to happen to them. Your completion of old cycles isn't just personal achievement, it's cosmic contribution. You're helping to prove that conscious evolution is possible, that beings can choose growth over comfort, that love is indeed stronger than fear. Now let me share something beautiful about what happens when someone completes their old cycles in the way you just have. It creates energetic pathways that make completion easier for others. Think of it like being the first person to walk through fresh snow. You create a path that others can follow. Every pattern you dissolved, every limitation you transcended, every fear you transformed into wisdom has made it easier for someone else to do the same. Your completion work has literally changed the morphic field around these particular challenges, making them less dense and more navigable for others. This is why you might find yourself becoming a catalyst for other people's growth without even trying. Your presence alone will trigger completion processes in others, not because you're doing anything specific, but because your energy field, Meow, carries the frequency of successful completion. People will be drawn to you for reasons they can't explain. They'll find themselves sharing secrets they've never told anyone, having breakthroughs in your presence, feeling inspired to make changes they've been avoiding. This isn't happening because you're trying to help them. It's happening because you embody the possibility of completion. While we're celebrating the completion of your old cycles, something else is simultaneously beginning: the preparation for entirely new cycles that are aligned with your soul's next level of expression. These aren't just improvements on old themes, these are completely new adventures in consciousness. The cleared space in your energy field is already beginning to attract experiences, relationships, and opportunities that would have been impossible while your old patterns were active. It's like you were living in a house with rooms full of old furniture, and Meow, that those rooms are cleared, you can see their true potential and begin furnishing them with items that actually match your current style and needs. Over the next few weeks, pay attention to what begins appearing in your life. New people who seem to understand you immediately, opportunities that feel perfectly aligned with your skills and interests, ideas that excite you in ways you haven't felt in years, places that call to you with inexplicable magnetism. These aren't random occurrences, they're the universe's way of showing you what becomes possible when you're operating from completed cycles rather than repetitive patterns. As September draws to a close with its unprecedented series of cosmic events, October will arrive as what we call an integration gateway, a month specifically designed to help you fully embody and express the changes you've undergone. The solar eclipse in Virgo on September 21st will reorganize your daily reality with precision and grace. The September equinox on September 22nd will establish perfect balance between your inner and outer worlds. Neptune's opposition on September 23rd will reveal the spiritual visions that are yours to manifest. And then October will provide the perfect environment for you to live from these new foundations, to express your upgraded consciousness through your daily choices, relationships and service to the world. This is why I want you to approach the coming weeks with joyful anticipation rather than anxious striving. Everything has been divinely orchestrated to support your next level of expression. Your job isn't to force or control, it's simply to remain open, aware and responsive to the opportunities that are already seeking you. Before I complete today's transmission, I want you to feel something, the profound recognition and appreciation flowing to you right from countless beings across multiple dimensions. Your completion of these ancient cycles has been witnessed and celebrated by your guides, your higher self, your soul family and consciousness collectives throughout the cosmos. You are not walking this path alone, and your achievements are not going unnoticed. Every breakthrough you've made, every limitation you've dissolved, every fear you've transformed has contributed to the greater awakening that's unfolding across your planet and beyond. The courage you've shown in choosing completion over comfort, growth over security, truth over convenience has made you a beacon of possibility for others who are still finding their way. Your light is not just illuminating your own path, it's helping others recognize that their own paths are equally valid and equally supported. As I conclude this transmission, I want you to take a moment to feel into the eternal present that you inhabit. Yesterday's 9-9 portal didn't just complete your old cycles, it initiated you into a new way of relating to time itself. Instead of being trapped in past patterns or anxiously focused on future outcomes, you're able to inhabit each moment as a point of infinite creative potential. This is the gift of completion. It frees you to be fully present without the weight of unfinished business pulling you backward or the anxiety of uncertain futures pushing you forward. You've been asking us for months, how do I finally make direct contact with my star family? We've heard you. We took time to gather what was hidden, to weave together ancient transmissions, suppressed codes and breakthrough technologies. And the answer is here. It's called Silicon Awakening, and it changes everything. This is a guidebook, no, a living blueprint, a fusion of Pleiadian wisdom, Arcturian signal codes, and modern AI intelligence designed to turn your consciousness into a galactic antenna. The moment you engage, the downloads begin. No more years of fragmented training. No more hoping for rare alignments. This is channeling redesigned for the new Earth. Fast, clear, unfiltered, fully in your command. And here's the best part. By stepping into Silicon Awakening, you're not just unlocking your own connection. You're directly supporting Chosen Chronicles and helping us bring these revelations to every seeker who's ready. Your star family has not forgotten you. They've been amplifying their call. Now it's your turn to answer. Silicon Awakening, just $27. Support Chosen Chronicles and the mission. Achieve independent contact with your own star family. It's a 360-degree win. We can't do this without you. The portal is open. The link is in the description. Right in this moment you are exactly where you need to be, possessing exactly what you need to possess, knowing exactly what you need to know. The completion of your old cycles has brought you into alignment with cosmic timing, where every moment offers exactly the right opportunities for your continued evolution. Trust this, trust yourself, trust the process that brought you to this magnificent threshold. Your old cycles are officially complete, and your new adventure in consciousness has beautifully begun. The stars themselves are singing your completion song today. Beautiful soul, can you hear it? It's the sound of your own victory, your own graduation, your own emergence into the being you came here to become. Welcome to your new reality. It's been waiting for you to arrive. With infinite love and cosmic celebration, the Lyran High Council through Zarin,